All right, everybody, good Saturday. How are you doing here? I'm meteorologist Keith Gibson in the First Alert Weather Center. We'll start this live stream in just a split second. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. We had a little bit of snow here this morning. We'll let some folks gather on into the stream here, and I'm going to give you a little briefing on where we are headed as we go throughout the rest of the weekend into the first part of the work week. We are actually tracking a couple of weather makers here, and actually we have some wintry weather in the region here for the first time in what seems forever. We're actually tracking some opportunities for snow, colder air by next weekend, and it looks like Old Man Winter, he's been somewhere else, but now Old Man Winter has finally decided to come on back to northeastern Wisconsin over the next week or two. It's going to be pretty interesting as far as weather, but in the near term, it's relatively quiet. We did see a little bit of snow. Let me go back to Viper Max and show you the snow we had in the region earlier today. Anywhere from about 1 to 3 plus inches of snow across northeastern Wisconsin, generally on the lighter variety. Not really a lot of wind today, so we didn't have any major problems, although we did see some travel that was impacted on those highways this morning, especially some of that slushy snow accumulation. But as we went through time during the course of the day, temperatures warmed into the low to mid 30s. So the main highways became more wet than anything else. Do watch out for some residual slippery spots this evening and tonight. Still a little bit of light snow shower showing up, shower activity showing up on First Alert Viper Max. This is just after 8 o'clock here. It's 8:03 on my clock here at the office. So areas near Manitowoc, Sheboygan, we're picking up on a little bit of light snow down that way. And there's some other activity out there as well. But this is generally light, pretty benign. Temperatures in general right now, lower 30s. Akano a little bit cooler, Pembine a little bit cooler, but generally around freezing. So a lot of what's still falling out there is not really too impactful. But as temperatures cool down later on tonight, let me show you our forecast. We are looking at lows mainly in the 20s tonight. So as we cool down, as we go throughout the course of the overnight hours, we are going to be below freezing, obviously, and that could support some scattered slippery spots. So just be aware of that. I want to let you know about tomorrow. We have highs that are expected to be in the low to mid 30s, which is certainly good news if you want a mild January day. Mostly cloudy skies, though, and that's going to be the trend for not only Sunday but also for Monday, too. Mostly cloudy and highs in the 30s. Bears and Packers kicking off about 3:25 on Sunday afternoon in Green Bay. Kickoff temperature around 34 degrees, wind chill upper 20s. A really decent weather considering it is January. This is northeast Wisconsin. We've had very cold air, very snowy conditions for Packers games this late in the year. Not so much tomorrow. So weather probably not really a factor. Reasonably light wind under 10 miles per hour. 30s during the game. Wind chills in the 20s. Looking pretty decent here. Let me show you a predictor. This is going through the rest of tonight, mostly cloudy skies, and also dealing with a little bit of light snow out there for the next few hours. That will be winding down tonight, but this is 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. Generally cloudy. The snow showers we have this evening will be winding down tonight. Now, could there be a flurry in the air tomorrow? It's a possibility here, but with temperatures still in the 30s, no real impacts are expected. It's just really going to be a cloudy day for us here on our Sunday with temperatures in the 30s. And as you would expect, more clouds for Monday with temperatures in the 30s. So no major changes here for not only Sunday, but also for Monday too. The next 2 days, cloudy 30s, reasonably light wind, no major concerns at this time here, at least as far as that near-term forecast. Now, I want to let you know that we are tracking the possibility of several weather makers here for this week over the next 7 days that could actually give rise to some snow. So let's go back and show you where these are going to go. The first one is actually going to be Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. This is going to be an area of low pressure that's going to swing out of Texas and move out towards Michigan. We are going to be on the snowy side of it. We're going to get into more details on that in just a split second, but I want to show you the big picture. Weather maker number one, Tuesday into Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. We're going to have a Clipper system come on down from the northwest, from Alberta, and this will give us a chance for a little bit of light snow on Thursday. And we will also have the potential for another system that will come on into the region next Saturday from the south again. So there's 3 opportunities for some snow. I think we're going to at least have 2 come to fruition here for us. The third one here next Saturday, that's still a little bit iffy, but the one that we've been tracking for really like about 10 days now, which is crazy. We've been following this potential storm for well over a week now. The energy is way out there in California and Oregon and Washington. There's a big dip in the jet stream. There's rain and snow out that way. And it is going to be coming our way here as we go throughout the next 2 days. So let's get into your forecast. Let's talk about this thing. Confidence level regarding the Tuesday, Wednesday storm system is actually going up a little bit, just looking at some new information that has come on in over the course of the day. So confidence is increasing that we are going to have some wind, we are going to have some snow. Now the question at this point is, where is the snow going to be heaviest and who's going to get what? And until the storm actually forms, it's still a little bit of a gray area here, folks. So I'm going to give you the best information I have for you this evening, and this could be changing later tonight and tomorrow, and also on Monday as the system gets a little bit closer, it actually forms, and we'll have a better handle on things. But as of tonight, Saturday evening, we have a chance for some snow here. Now, this is going to really start to develop Monday night into Tuesday. We'll have some snow showers developing. This is Tuesday at 6 o'clock. There's going to be an area of low pressure down to our south. It's going to be south of Chicago. We will be on the northwestern side of it. So this track is actually a pretty good track to have for some snow here across our region. We're going to have a pretty sharp cutoff between more significant snow and lighter snow. And right now we're thinking that demarcation line is going to be somewhere in the Fox Valley here. But some heavier snow possible Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. By Wednesday afternoon, that thing's gone, and we'll be in recovery mode here. So that is what we're looking at as far as the storm track. And that track seems to be a pretty good guesstimate of where we're going to go. Now, this is just some preliminary placement on who could see some of the heavier amounts. So if you're looking for snow, we have more snow in the forecast here. And right now it looks like from the Fox Valley to the lakeshore down to the south, I'm highlighting it in that lighter blue shade there. That's where there could be over 4 inches of snow. I've got a range of like 4 to 7, but keep in mind that's a range. It doesn't mean we're all going to see those higher amounts. It doesn't mean we're all going to have those lower end amounts. But 4 inches of snow or more, a possibility at this point. Back to the northwest of the Fox Valley, anywhere from 1 to 4, you get across the far north woods. We probably won't see a lot, but northwest of the Fox Valley, chance for a couple of inches for sure. Lighter amounts northwest, heavier amounts southeast. That's how it's going to break down. The exact amounts, heard from the talk tonight, the exact amounts have yet to be determined. So that's the general thinking here. I want to show you a couple of comparisons. This is the American GFS model that came in mid-afternoon today. So this is the very latest from that. And these are some numbers. Don't treat these numbers as gospel, folks. But these numbers here show where we could have 4 inches of snow or more, again, from the Fox Valley to the lakeshore, lesser amounts back to the northwest. And here is the European model. This came in around noon today. So this is slightly older, but still relatively new. This is the newest version that goes through the next week plus here, but still showing the general gist of over 4 inches of snow, if not more. This actually has like a 5 to 7 inch range from the valley east and about 1 to 4.5, 5 back to the northwest. So that is the consensus thinking between some of our global models that go out that long into Wednesday or Tuesday into Wednesday. So we are going to likely have snow. The track of the system will determine how much we actually get out of this thing. And one wild card here that I do want to let you know about is, today we had a couple of inches of snow. The wind was not too bad. Now, what's going to be a little bit different with this thing Tuesday and Wednesday morning will be the wind factor. Our wind speeds and our wind gusts by Tuesday afternoon will be in the 20s. As we get into Tuesday night, about midnight, during the night, Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning, it looks like our wind gusts could be between 30, 35, somewhere in that range here. And, that's when some of the heavier snow could be falling in the region. So there's definitely going to be more of an impact with this system versus the one we had today, even though some of us may have similar type snows, especially on that lower end. The wind factor here is going to be a little bit of a complication Wednesday morning. As we get into midday and into Wednesday afternoon on the backside of the storm, the wind really starts to decrease, the snow will be gone. So I think if we're going to get the worst kind of weather with this system here, folks, if we're going to deal with the most impactful weather, it looks like it's probably going to be late Tuesday and Tuesday night. So your drive home from work on Tuesday could be kind of dicey depending on where you live. And that morning commute on Wednesday, depending if that track holds, could be really interesting and not the best here across northeastern Wisconsin and even eastern and southeastern Wisconsin as well. So that is what we're looking at as far as the storm coming on in. Let's go back and just give you a quick summary here of what we're thinking. I'm breaking this down. So Tuesday and Wednesday morning, higher totals will be southeast of the valley, not as much to the northwest. Wind gusts could be over 30 miles per hour here. Definitely anticipating some travel impacts on our area highways and interstates and secondary roads and just the city streets. We'll just have to see where the snow goes. It's going to be around 30 degrees. So this is going to be a heavy, wet, sticky kind of snow depending on wherever it sets up. That's the kind of snow we're going to have. And then we'll just have to wait and see the track. We showed you some of those totals. It could be shifting back and forth to the north or south depending on the track of that area of low pressure. So we have snow coming our way and some wind. And temperatures will be in the 30s here for the next few days through the middle of the week. Through Wednesday, temperatures will be in the 30s here. And then this is our temperature outlook, January 12th through the 16th. I could carry this out a little bit more, but let's just say the middle of the month. We're finally going to be below average. We've been above average for what seems like forever, and we're actually going to be trending below with temperatures that will be getting down for highs into the 20s or teens and lows that could be down into the single digits. Some models are indicating that we may see some temperatures that could get below zero for the first time this year. We'll see, but definitely something to watch out for as we get into the middle of the month. So we've been living a charmed life here right over the last, really, let's just say the entire winter so far. We have just lived a very charmed life as far as pretty quiet, pretty benign. We've had some snow from time to time, but pretty benign weather overall, relatively mild conditions here. So things will be changing depending on how this thing shakes out here. So again, that is the latest on the snow situation here for the middle of the week. Real quick, let me pop up our 7-day forecast for you here, and you can see that. Let me bring that up for you. There we go. So this is where we are headed. 30s, and then we'll, by this time next week, we'll be struggling to get into the low 20s, lows probably teens or single digits, if not a little bit colder. So just trying to answer a couple of questions here. I'm going to go back and see what you got. When would the main event of the snow push through and end by? So regarding the system on Tuesday, I think most of the most significant snow is going to be during the second part of our Tuesday and Tuesday night. That's combined with the strongest wind too. So we're likely going to see the snow develop Monday night, carry over through the day Tuesday, and wrap up by midday Wednesday. And then we also have a weaker clipper system that's going to come through on Thursday. That could put down a coating to a couple of inches depending on how things shake out. We may see some breezes. It's not going to be as impactful than as compared to Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's why we put a first alert weather day in effect for Tuesday into Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, because of the wind and the higher odds of some more significant snowfall, if you will. So we'll be watching Thursday and see how that thing trends, but we're going to focus on the first one first. Redundant there. The first storm that will be coming our way Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, clipper possible Thursday, and then still a little bit iffy next Saturday with that other big system that could develop somewhere across the eastern or southeastern part of the country that could it may or may not affect the Great Lakes, but right now we think that there's at least a chance for some snow. So, all right, so folks are just kind of gathering in on the stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my graphics here and recycle a couple of these things. So if you're just tuning on in, I'll let you know that we have some snow coming our way probably by, well, we have a little bit of light snow out there this evening. Let me just give you a quick rehash here. So just to welcome some new folks on into the stream here real quick. A little bit of light snow this evening. This is still pretty light, temperatures around freezing. This will be winding down as we go throughout the overnight hours. So if it's still a little bit snowy in your locations tonight, we will get that snow out of here. But temperatures right now are in the 30s. We're expecting lows tonight down into the 20s. So watch out for some slick spots. Tomorrow into the low and mid 30s for highs, again for our Sunday. Mostly cloudy skies here across the day, across the region for our Sunday, with temperatures in the 30s, chills in the 20s here. But a pretty quiet day for our Saturday night into our Sunday and into Monday too. Now that we've got the morning system on it here we had today. Again, there was anywhere from about 1 to 3 plus inches of snow across our region today. But in general, we're looking at a lot of cloud cover for the next few days. The next system's going to roll on in here. All right, here, let me just advance to what people want to see here real quick. I'm going to go back and pop on our snowfall projections real quick. So just bear with me. It's a little difficult to multitask here, but let me go ahead and pop on where we think some of these higher end totals could be here. All right, so all right, here we go. Now we're cooking with gas, right? That's what they say. All right, so just to reiterate, the current thinking now, it's Saturday, 8:30 or so, 8:20. Now this could be changing. There's going to be a swath of snow somewhere across northeastern Wisconsin. The latest outlook here suggests anywhere from maybe 4, I'm just saying 4 plus. 4 to 7 is the range I have now from the valley to the lakeshore. Lesser amounts to the northwest, 1 to 4. And I'm strongly suggesting that you come back for the latest on TV, online, on social over the next 1 to 2 days, because this is Saturday night, folks. This thing hasn't even formed yet, and we still have a couple of things to watch, a couple of days to watch this, and these things always change. But oddly enough, and I'll tell you, oddly enough, we actually have some consistency between some of our data today, which oftentimes doesn't happen, but right now it's consistent, and we'll just see how things go. So that is the thinking. Again, the American GFS model suggesting a similar type scenario here. Folks asking about school closings on Monday or Tuesday and Wednesday. There's always a possibility of some delays around here at some point Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'm not a superintendent. I don't make those decisions, but if we have 30 plus mile per hour winds and wet snow falling Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, there could be some issues out there for sure with travel around here. So just put that on the back burner right now and consider it at least a possibility, especially for our eastern areas. Not so much back to the northwest where things will be a little bit lighter, but this is the European model. So this right here was the American GFS model. We had the heaviest snow weighted from the valley to the lakeshore, and the European model is more or less the same line of thinking. Heaviest snow weighted from the valley to the lakeshore and southeast, lesser amounts back to the northwest. So that is why at this point I have this particular range that we have for our area. And time will tell, and we are just going to be in a waiting game because the storm has to form first. It's going to roll out of the plains and head up towards Chicago and then lower Michigan and into Ontario, Canada. Now, if the storm track decides to take a more southeasterly jog over the next 1 to 2 days, that would pull the heaviest snow southeast of our area and give us a brush by versus a real significant snowfall event But, that's something I just can't tell you until it forms, until it develops. And right now, this is the best information I have for you here, folks. So, I hope you got a little bit of extra information here from me this evening. Normally, our broadcasts on TV are like 3 minutes long, and it's so hard to get all that stuff in there. So I'm just showing you all the things that I can, and if nothing else, my personal confidence on the storm has actually gone up a little bit. The last time I was working last Wednesday afternoon, I had the confidence level down in that the yellow range there. Now I moved it up into the orange, and so it looks like we're going to have some snow around here, and it is winter, and by Wisconsin standards, the snow we've had so far this year really hasn't been very, significant in general. We're really lacking with a lot of snow. We're suffering some major deficits as far as snowfall around northeastern Wisconsin, and that's hurting outdoor recreation. It's hurting ice fishing interest, because really the lakes have had a difficult time freezing over, and folks involved in plowing. I saw a lot of plows out there today. If you're involved in those kind of businesses or recreation, it's been a tough go here. So we need to see some snow. This is Wisconsin. It's supposed to snow this time of year. And, this is really Tuesday and a Wednesday. This is the best looking storm that is still within the realm of possibility. This is the best looking storm as far as impactful winter weather and snow and wind and all that stuff combined that we've had the entire year, and here we are in mid-January. So the things can still change, but we're still thinking that right now this is our best chance if we're going to have some decent snow and get it on the ground here and start to build a little bit of snowpack. We have to start with something, right? So right now we're thinking Tuesday. We'll have some snow developing Monday night into Tuesday morning. It's going to gradually build up during the course of the day on Tuesday. Probably Tuesday night will be where those strongest wind gusts will be occurring from the north and northeast, over 30 miles per hour. There could be some heavier snow in there too. So again, as the time goes on during the day on Tuesday, even with our temperatures around freezing, as time goes on, we'll start to see more and more snow probably accumulate, and even on those highways. So, travel is going to become a little bit more impacted as the day goes on. Definitely Tuesday night, definitely Wednesday morning. But by midday on Wednesday and into Wednesday afternoon, things will start to improve around here. So, that is that's the thinking with the storm. And, I just hope that this doesn't blindside you, and we're just all prepared to deal with snow. Now, this is not going to be like the end of days blizzards or anything like that's totally going to slam and shut everything down here for a week. But we are hardy folk here across the Great Lakes, and we can deal with snow. But considering the course of the winter we've had so far this year, this is going to be the first test of our resolve, right, of dealing with like a big potential winter storm here across the region. There's been some more significant lake effect snow to our north, but northeastern Wisconsin, man, we've really missed out on a lot for most of us here. So again, that forecast here, we've got 30s through Wednesday, but on the backside of this storm, we're going to start to draw down some colder air, and that is going to allow temperatures that will be below average for a change starting probably next Friday through next weekend and into the middle of the month here. So that is where we are headed, and I just want to give you a heads up here on this Saturday evening. We've got football on tonight, and that's going to push our newscast back late tonight. So if you can't tune on into the TV side, I've just given you some advanced information. We've updated our website. And of course, we'll be pushing out some apps or alerts on our WBAY First Alert weather app, and with the very latest information over the next 24, 48 hours. Again, this is not even going to affect us until Monday night, Tuesday morning. So we have all day tomorrow. We have all day on Monday to really prepare and look at new information, change the forecast a little bit. But as of now, we've got some snow potential and some wind coming our way. And once the system's done, we'll have another chance for a little bit of snow Thursday and also maybe next weekend. So that's where we are headed, folks. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend. And we've got that big Packer game tomorrow. If you're heading out to the stadium, we should be in the 30s around kickoff. Wind chills in the 20s, mostly cloudy, but it should be a pretty good day. And we'll watch the game tomorrow. We will look at new information later tonight and tomorrow and Monday and give you the very latest on all of our channels here online, on TV and social and all that good stuff. So with that, I'll bid you adieu, and you have a great evening, and we'll see you on the TV and see you later on. Have a good night.